rest of the Goose Gear cubbies here. Got the hardware. They overnighted it to me. And I got to say real quick, Goose Gear has been absolutely the best to work with. When I got these, originally they sent me two of the same side tops. And I was a little bit frustrated because all I've ever heard, about Goose Gear and all their social media and everything is how great they are. And I was a little disappointed when these showed up without any hardware and they sent me on accident the same tops. When I ordered them, there was a 10-week lead time. That's how long it was going to take to build these side cubbies, just because that's just, I think, the generic wait time for anything you order from Goose Gear is 10 weeks. But they got these out to me within 6 weeks of ordering. So I was impressed with that. But when they showed up, and they showed up with no hardware and the same top, so I had two tops for this side, but I had no top for that side. I was a bit frustrated. So I called him up, talked to a guy over there, and he jumped on it, got a top made, and sent it out within, I think it was just over 1 week. It was like 8 days. So I was really impressed with their customer service. And then they sent this. They were supposed to send the hardware kit at the same time. They forgot, called them back, and they overnighted it. And I got the hardware kit, which is right here, the next day. So the one thing, these are definitely a premium product. And the quality on them, I think, so far has been fantastic when it comes to installing them, putting them together. Finish has been absolutely top notch. Customer service, absolutely top notch. I wish their QC, their quality control, was a little bit better. It'd be nice to order a product that you spend premium money on, that you spend a lot of money on. I would hope it would just come to me the way I ordered it the first time and not have to do any of these phone calls, wait another 7-8 days. That was the only frustrating part. But overall, I've been very happy. We're going to go ahead and finish installing these today. Since we got the hardware, we're going to go ahead and put the hardware on, tighten everything up, and then we'll be done for this video. And I'm going to start getting things organized in here, stuff put under the seat delete system. But I also want to do a video on the seat delete system too, by itself, just in its entirety. So anyways, what's going on? I forgot you guys were even over here hanging out. So yeah, let's do this and get this thing kind of finished up. First things first, I gotta take these 4 bolts out, take this out, and then I have, you can see 2 there. I think there's 2 over there. I gotta put nut certs in, or not nut certs. I gotta put these T-nuts in and get them all lined up to get those in there. So these should just be hand tight. Should be. Okay, we're just gonna set that like that. We gotta insert the T-nuts into those, so that's gonna call for 4 of these bad boys. Maybe we go the other way. Do it like that. Yeah, seems to be a bit better. Let's see, that one needs to be somewhere there. So on these guys, I don't know what camera's better, but on these guys, I don't know if you can see this, but one side has got a hump and one side is smooth. So the smooth part goes in the track just like this, just like that. And I'm just using one of the screws that came with the kind of guesstimate where it needs to be. And we'll do the same for this side. Looks like that needs to be somewhere in that realm. And then somewhere in this realm. Okay, I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that looks okay. Just guessing. Okay, we're gonna get up in here. This is what Goose Gear says to do, is take this, kind of put it where it needs to be here. Just kind of get it all lined up. And kind of get yourself. Looks to me, I got those looking pretty close. Okay, well, I think it's somewhat close, so we shall see. Okay, let me grab a wrench real quick to get these in. This is fun stuff. Now, I cannot truly tell if that is actually lined up. That does not seem lined up. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're closer. Ooh, is that lined up? No. I think that might be lined up, but it's hard to say, hard to say. This position is not the best for my back, I'll tell you that much. Going cross-legged. Folks, we're going cross-legged. Okay, that's not lining up. I think this is going to be the hardest part, without a doubt. Set that over there for now. Okay. Come on, baby. Grab. Okay, it's not happy. This is a very delicate procedure. Come on. Okay, we're still not happy. I don't know why. It looks pretty damn close, dude. Okay, I think we got it there. Now, that's going to make these others really difficult because I don't have a lot of room to work with to get these things lined up. Okay. Okay, that was way too easy. Alright, this might be an issue. Let's see if we can't sneak this one back here. Come on, baby. tell where that one's at. Okay, I think I just need a really small screwdriver, so I'm gonna grab that real quick and see if I can't get that T-nut to move over. You can kind of see that, maybe. Of course. Can't really see it very good. It's just right here in this. There we go. Okay, I think we got it lined up now. Now let's get this bad boy in here. I think we captured it. I think we did. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cinch these up a little bit. Well, you know what? That's pretty well lined up, I'm gonna say. Okay, all right. I think that looks pretty damn sweet. Okay, now I need a little bit longer bolt. So these four, are you there with me? So these four screws here are shorter, and then you have one longer one that's got like this washer, or this like little piece that basically comes off of here, off of your hardtop. You insert this thing with a nut on it, and that kind of holds it up against the side of the Jeep. So I got to grab this one longer Allen head bolt, and we'll get that put in real quick. Oh, here, I can show you. So there's this hardware that it comes with. So it's got a nut on one side, right? And so it goes in like this and lines up with this hole, and you just tighten it up. So I got some of the hardware with my stuff, but not all of it. So they just sent me a whole nother hardware pack. Okay, that feels pretty dang solid. Okay, so now all we have left to do is mount my roll bar surrounds, basically. So let's go ahead and get that party started. I believe I have those just right here. I think these will be pretty easy. I just got this guy here. And then this guy, yeah. Okay. Okay. That one is locked in. Check it out, man. That looks good. I probably shouldn't sit on those. Look at the fit and finish of this stuff, man. It looks so good. Look how good it sits in that corner back there. This all lines up super nice. Lines up back here. The door follows that contour. Right up, boom, boom. Look at how it sets real nice, goes down. Hugs this, all nice and neat. That could be maybe pushed in just the tiniest bit more and hug that a little bit better. But honestly, I'm pretty dang happy with it, man. Goose. Hell yeah. Okay. Now we got this side to tackle. You hung up there? Still you? You over here? Like that'll show wick. Okay, so first thing we got to do is take this off. We're gonna go ahead, remove this here cap. Take this off real quick. Set these to the side. Take this off. Set it to the side. Let's put these how they're gonna be so we know. Okay. Now we need T-nuts. Right here. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, it looks like they're all pretty close to being lined up, so start with this first one here. Okay, feel like it caught. Go with the second one here. Okay, felt like it caught. Just want to make sure you're not cross-threading these guys. I always just do a little shimmy and a shake. Okay, please don't let me have jinxed myself. That would be bad. So you can see on this one here that this isn't this corner should be lined up with this corner. So we need to push this whole thing back that way a bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Now how I'm going to do that is I'm just going to loosen these up. These are hardly tight. They're just basically hardly grabbing on. I'm just going to loosen them up the tiniest bit. And hopefully that'll give us how much we need. And we're just going to knock her back right into place. Now you can see we got a nice clean edge. All right, so I think we're good. I think we're good to go ahead and tighten that up. Okay, now we just got to do this one here nut. That'll kind of hold everything together. And I think I have that in my pocket. I do. All right, good deal. Oh, beautiful. Lining right up. Oh, I love it when things work. Frickin' beautiful. Okay. Now for these guys. Well, I think that's about all she wrote. I think we got her, boys. Okay. So, we got the Goose Gear cubbies all installed along with the American Adventure Labs full seat delete for the Jeep Wrangler JKU. So 2007 to 2018, you can buy the American Adventure Labs complete seat delete. And now you might be wondering why I just didn't go with the full Goose Gear seat delete. So basically how these cubbies work are with the actual Goose Gear seat delete. It actually, when you put the Goose Gear seat delete in the floor from the seat delete at Goose Gear, it actually squeezes the bottoms of these cubbies towards the outside of the Jeep on each side. So it's kind of like a compression fit. Well, I didn't want to go with Goose Gear's floor. I didn't want to put birch wood on the floor of my Jeep. I don't know if everybody's Jeep's like this, but mine leaks a lot of water. It comes in the door seals. Sometimes it comes in the hardtop seals, the trunk seal. It's frustrating. And the last thing I wanted to do was spend a bunch of money on some really high-end Goose Gear stuff and just have water come in and rot it out. So that's why I chose to go with the American Adventure Labs floor system, their whole seat delete system, because it's all aluminum. And then I had them do, I forget what they call the liner, but it's like a Line-X. It's like a bed liner for the back of your truck for the floor. And so it's really, I don't ever have to worry about it rotting out. It's never going to go bad. The floor stuff might peel off after some time, depending on how good their prep work was done. But to make the floor system of American Adventure Labs work with the Goose Gear, you do have to do a little bit of trimming. American Adventure Labs, they really follow the contour of the floor of the Jeep. So you have these lines that go like this around the fenders. So I just had to trim a few spots on the American Adventure stuff, and then I had to trim a little bit of the Goose Gear stuff on the front for them to set, flush to the floor. And I'm not sure how these are gonna work. I might have to put some like L brackets in or some kind of bracing. Maybe even just do a couple of self-tapping screws into my fender to just give them that nice solid feel. But I'm going to run it like this for a little while and just kind of see how they do. If I hear a bunch of rattling back here, or if I notice they're starting to move on me while I'm up doing some off-roading and whatnot, then we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get there. But overall, for working with two systems that really aren't made to work with each other, um, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was very simple for the most part. So yeah, I guess now after this video, I guess we're gonna start working on getting all my stuff in here. I do have some stuff. I have a front bumper, a new winch going on here pretty soon. I'm just getting ready to ship my bumper off to the powder coater. I might run it up there later on today or possibly tomorrow. I'll drop it off and it'll probably be a couple of weeks before I get that back. So we'll be doing a front bumper install, a winch install, and then we got to get everything put in here, our whole sleep system put in here. I got to show you some stuff that I've gotten in the past couple of months. So yeah, I've got some exciting stuff coming up for sure, and I think what I'm going to start doing now, just kind of behind the scenes, is I'm just going to start like figuring out where I want to put everything, because there's a lot of room under the seat delete where the back seats used to be. There's probably, I would say, about 6 to 8 inches of height back there, and then across the whole floorboard where your feet would be. So there's a lot of room that I could put stuff, and I'm thinking about putting stuff that, you know, you typically don't need to get to all the time. Like I'm thinking like recovery stuff, but also maybe like water, which I know you got to get to a lot, but I think a couple of gallons of water under there would be nice. I don't want to put anything under there that can't get wet, because I do have water intrusion coming in sometimes right there, and I don't want like clothes down there or anything of that nature, because it'll just ruin them. So yeah, guys, Goose Gear, cubbies, done. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Wow. So yeah, Goose Gear, side cubbies. I'm happy with them so far. Just the installing, portion and dealing with their customer service, the shipping, the time it took to get them. Overall, I'm very happy. I would buy from Goose Gear again. I did have a little bit of frustration with American Adventure Labs, especially with not so much my floor system, but with my Versa table. These are crazy expensive, and for what they are, they're very nice. Quality is beautiful, but I kind of had some customer issues with this, and I wasn't super happy about that, but it's fine. It's totally fine. I'll just let it go. I'm not going to speak about it. I'm not going to badmouth anybody. So, overall, very happy. Overall, very happy. Now, I talk so much, my coffee's cold. But yeah, totally digging these, man. I think it's going to be pretty sweet.